go ahead and record. I'm going to start the recording now, so that the other people who were not able to attend will have this information. So it really doesn't matter, where you're starting from, whether you have any knowledge at all of trading, or if you have some knowledge, but you need to brush up on some stuff, or whatever, learn a new platform, whatever it is. Okay. A class can be geared towards you and where you're at with your education. Okay. So basically, if you're a beginner, new, you're gonna have 8 weeks of classes. Okay, and those 8 weeks, and usually I have the classes, they're about an hour long. But that also depends on the students as well, because what I don't want to happen is that you get information overload. But if you're grasping the information and you want to move along a little quicker, um, we can do 2-hour sessions, and I'm fine with that, per week. That's up to you. If you want to do 2 1-hour sessions per week, we can do that. So I kind of, gear the class times, whether they're an hour or 2 hours, based on the student and how they're progressing and grasping the information. No matter how no matter how the classes are set up, whether they're set up for an hour a week or 2 1-hour sessions per week, they're $50 per hour. Okay, for the first 8 weeks, and that's a total of of the $400. Okay, after that, and which I'll go through, what happens after the 8 weeks are over with. Okay, so during that 8 weeks, you'll learn how to get paid from the stock market. Okay, you'll learn how to read a chart, and once you can read a chart, you can trade stocks, options, crypto, and forex. Chart reading is chart reading. Okay, the only difference is the symbol that you have in there, the instrument or the market that you're trading. That's the only difference. Okay, you're also going to learn stock market history, the option chains, option pricing. Now, the only thing, you'll learn how to read a chart so that you will be able to trade crypto and forex. But I don't give any training on crypto or forex at all, just stocks and options. Okay. And like I said, you'll learn the stock market history, intro and advanced calls and puts, the option chain, option pricing, how to protect stock that you own by hedging, and you'll learn how to paper trade for practice. Okay. And you'll be paper trading before you will actually get into the market and trading, live trades. Okay. And I suggest that for anyone to paper trade first, get used to, looking at the option chain, picking out an option chain, and watching how the options actually move. Once you're done with the 8 week of classes and of the the learning and the education and background, then you switch over to the trading lab, which is open from 9:30 to 11:30, and that's $50 per month. And you'll get the stock levels, okay, before the market opens. That's where all your continuing education will come in at. And you'll be trading with others. And you'll continue to keep paper trading for practice. Okay. And when you start to, trade live, then we'll also be, you'll be trading live with others in the room from 9:30 to 11:30. And that's $50 per month. I also send out videos periodically. I'm going to start sending out more videos, just recapping like day trades that we've traded during the day. I'll send out recaps at the end of the day, just to talk about how the trading day went with the price action. So those are some of the things that you'll get for with the trading lab and continuing education for the $50 per month. So before I go on any further, are there any questions?
Not for me.
No.
Okay. Kyle, what about you?
Yeah, I'm
Questions?
good as well.
Okay. So let's go into some detail. So let's say, and Kyle, I'll use you as an example. So obviously you wouldn't have to go through stock market history and all that kind of stuff because you've already gone through that.
Right.
Okay. So basically you would just need classes that kind of like spot train where you're, and fill in the gaps. Okay. And reinforce some things. So you may not need 8 classes.
Right.
You may only need maybe 3 or 4 classes, 2 or 3, not sure.
Yes, I agree.
Okay. And then once you do those classes to get you up to speed where you feel, you feel comfortable, then you would convert over to the lab.
Okay.
Make sense?
That works. Yes.
Okay. So, and that would be for anybody else too that, has some knowledge of trading, maybe traded options, just trading it, not really knowing what you're doing, but you in there, you watched a couple of YouTubes, you got a certificate from YouTube University, but you really still don't understand what you're doing. So it may take a few classes to get you, up to date. Like I said, to fill in the blanks, and then you would go to the lab. Okay. Now, during the trading lab, 9:30 to 11:30, I don't want to do actual teaching during that time. Okay. I'll answer questions, point out stuff, but usually during that time, we're watching the market, watching what's going on, looking at price action, and I'm calling out certain things during that time. So any actual teaching or anything like that, where I need to go into detail, I mean, like I'll answer a question, like if it's quick and I can just show you on the chart right then and there, I'll answer those questions during that time. But that's usually those 2 hours we are trading during that time, or at least trying to catch a trade during that time. Does that make sense? Well,
Yes.
Yep.
okay. So at this point, the only thing that I would need to know at this point is like schedules. And we could do this on an individual basis. We don't have to do this right now, but we could do this on an individual basis. Like I would think that Jeremy and Damon, you guys are going to probably do class together, so that you guys will be like trading partners.
Yeah, that works for me.
Are your schedules compatible to where you guys can do class together, or would you guys be separate?
No, I think we can figure out the time, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So, like I said, you guys would have class together. And then Kyle, you can let me know your schedule and when you want to start classes or whatever you want to do.
Okay. Question. Do you do
Uh-huh.
anything on the weekends?
Yes. And the classes, I base the classes and schedule the classes based on, my availability and your availability. So we get a time and a date that's, convenient for both of us. And I don't mind weekends, evenings, you know,
All right, that works.
just not doing market hours Monday through Friday.
Okay, we'll communicate on that.
Okay.
And those market hours are 9:30 to 11:30.
No, the market is open from 9:30 to 4. The lab hours are from 9:30 to
Oh,
11:30.
okay. So,
Okay.
so
Now
you would
I
prefer?
will do classes after lab, like from 11:30 to 12:30, you know what I'm saying, or 1 o'clock, somewhere along in there. I will do classes during that time on specific days. So we could talk about that if daytime hours are better. I don't know, like what are daytime hours better for you and Jeremy, or evenings, weekends? What's better for you?
Evenings work best for me.
Evenings?
What about you, Dan?
Yeah, I'm pretty flexible. If we talking evenings, like I don't know what works best, but like after like probably 7, maybe 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the evening.
Okay, that's
That's
fine.
good.
Yeah,
Okay.
we can work out.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll just put that evenings after 7.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. All right, I'll put that down. And then Kyle, I know your schedule is flexible and crazy,
I
but we'll
agree.
work out. And then and if we don't have like a specific day, like, and I'll just throw this out there for say, if we do like Fridays at 7, if that's not going to be like a set date and time, then after every class, then we'll set up the next class
Okay.
time, and you know what I'm saying, time and date.
Okay.
So we can go class by class, or we can set up a concrete date and time for every week for class. So like I said, we can work that out between us offline. Okay. So the only other thing is the charting system, stock charts, and this is the charting system that we use. And it's $50 per year, okay, to piggyback off of mine. If you get it on your own, uh, it's going to run you about $300 a year. So the choice is yours. If you'd rather have your own, that's fine. Then you just go through stock charts and sign up yourself. If you're going to continue to or want to piggyback off of me, or you want to continue to piggyback off of me, it is $50 a year. Now, there are other charting systems out there. If you choose to use another charting system, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that, but I will not be educating you on that charting system or how to use it, or if it has any bells or whistles or whatever. I won't be doing that on other charting systems. And the only other charting system that I really am familiar with and know how to use is TradingView. I do know how to use that one, but again, the only one that I'm going to be focusing on and having you use is stock charts. That's it. Okay. So other than that, that's the only other thing that's additional outside of the classes and the lab, is the charting system. It's free to open up your your brokerage account. You can use your brokerage account as, as a savings account until you get enough money in there to trade, or to, you can, when you set up your brokerage account, you can fund it by, sending a check to Schwab, or you can link your bank account to it and just transfer funds whenever you want to put money into your brokerage account. That's totally up to you how you fund your, account. Kyle, how did you I know you've been putting money into your brokerage account while you're, waiting to start back trading again. How were you funding your account?
I just put I came up with a set amount. I came up with
But I mean, how
$75.
did you get the money to Schwab? Did you send them a check, or did you
Oh, no,
link
no,
your
no, no.
bank account? How did you do that?
I linked it from my bank account.
Okay.
And
Right.
so every paycheck I was putting in $75
Okay.
every
Oh,
paycheck. So I got up to $1,000. Then I stopped putting it in. So I got to my goal. Now I do have another brokerage account that you know about
okay.
that we'll discuss what I need to do with that. Once my skills start to get good with this
Okay.
options, more confident, I want to transfer that money over to Schwab
Okay. All right. That's cool.
to go.
So, like I said, when you're funding your account, you have a couple of different, options. You can do, like he did, like Kyle did, and like I do. I have it linked to a bank account, and I just transfer funds, back and forth. And then, you can also do wire transfers. If you do a wire transfer, there is a fee associated with that with your bank. I want to say a wire transfer is like $35. So if you wanted to wire transfer like a lump sum into your, I wouldn't suggest doing a wire transfer for if you were using it as a savings account to build your account up while you're learning. I wouldn't suggest doing a wire transfer. Only way I would do a wire transfer is if it was a one-time thing where you wanted to fund your account, since there is a fee associated with it. And then there's no fee associated if you do, if you link your bank accounts, there's no fees. And if you just write them a check and send them a check in the mail, there's no fee associated with that as well.
Darlene,
Yes.
are you is everybody gonna have the same brokerage account? Schwab? Are you trying to get everybody to use
Yes, I
Schwab?
mean, that is what you will be learning off of. You will be learning off of the Schwab platform. If you choose to use another platform, like I do know, some people use Robinhood or Webull, or some of those platforms. I am not familiar with those platforms, and I cannot help you with those platforms.
Another question.
Schwab, yeah, Schwab, I can help you with. Go ahead.
So don't Schwab have like their own little trading platform, kind of like Think and Swim?
Yes,
Kind of like that.
that's what you'll be learning on. It's called Street Smart Edge.
Yeah, I had a problem trying to download that unless I'm doing something wrong, because I have a iPad is the main thing I trade off of. So
Okay.
I might need some help. I had
Right.
a problem.
So somebody else had a problem with their Mac. Like my little cousin, she has a Mac, and I want to say somebody else had a Mac. It might have been Kelly who had a Mac, and I think they had to call Schwab, their tech support,
Okay.
and then their tech support was able to get their get Street Smart Edge on their Mac computer.
Okay. I'm gonna need some help with that. Because I was hoping that iPad had their own version of it, but I don't think they have it yet. At least I tried to do it probably like 4 or 5 months ago. I tried to do it, and it just
Yeah,
didn't.
and like I said, that was they had to actually call tech support. But to my understanding, tech support, it was you know, it was a 5-minute thing and it was done. And they were
Okay.
able to get Street Smart Edge on their Apple device.
Okay, so I need to give them a call.
Yep.
Okay.
Get a tech department a call at Swap so they can help you out with that.
Fair enough.
What about Damon? Are you working off of a PC or a Mac?
Yeah, a PC.
Okay. And what about you, Jeremy?
Come on. My
You're on a
phone
PC.
messing up.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I had it on muted. I got an iPad.
Okay. So you may have to do the same identical thing. You would
Oh,
have to
what's
call,
that?
yeah, you would have to call Swap to help you get set up.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I'm not familiar with working with Apple products. So that would just be a phone call to Swap's tech support after you open up your brokerage account, and then they can
Okay.
help you get Street Smart Edge up on your iPad.
Okay.
Okay.
And I have a couple of questions, and you
Okay,
might have
go
covered
ahead.
it, but how soon are we talking about getting started, and how do I get you the $50?
Okay. That's totally up to you. Whatever you guys come up with, a start date. And like I said, we can talk about that. I'm ready to start right now. So going forward, we can pick a date going forward from today. And I do PayPal or Cash App.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. Any other questions? Okay.
How do we get your information?
Okay.
Phone
So,
number and all that.
okay. So, my name is Darlene, and I will be your instructor. And my email is at the bottom, and my phone number as well. And I will send a copy of this recording out to everyone who is on the call currently right now, as well as the other people who weren't able to make it. Okay. All right. I think that's all I have. If nobody else has any more questions. Okay. Well, thank you so very much for joining me today. And I look forward to having class with everybody.
No, thank
All
you for
right,
All right,
taking the
thank
time.
you.
All
We'll
right.
be
Appreciate it.
talking. We'll be
Okay.
talking
Take care.
soon.
All right. Have
All
a good one.
All right.